Hi everyone, this is Georgie again, the host of the Sit Down with Georgie podcast. As always, this is a platform where we bring conversations that talk about healing the world, spreading words of humanity, humility, as well. When you look at the countries today, the world, and our contemporary societies, there is a lot of division. The purpose of this show is to bring different people from different countries, different sectors, and different experiences, and they happen to talk about different ways of how we can heal the world. And remember, healing starts with you, and then it goes to the public. My name is George again. Today, with me in the studio, I'm having a gentleman, a friend, someone I've seen, I've liked what he does out there on TikTok. I've followed him for quite a good time. Emmanuel,
Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you.
how are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Again, and I want to say this again. Apologies for being late. It was just the timing was crazy.
Yeah.
Going from work to gym to home, home to here. It was just back to back to back to back. But we're here in the end, and happy to be here, man.
As well, I'm very grateful to have you with my team, the team of the Sit Down with Georgie show.
Man like Anthony.
And for our viewers, I'm having Emmanuel. Emmanuel is going to take us through his story, his life as well. He's going to talk about the message of healing the world. So, the viewers would like to know, who is this Emmanuel? Where does Emmanuel come from? And what does Emmanuel do?
Okay. So very simple. Yeah, my name is Emmanuel. I'm originally Nigerian. I grew up in the Netherlands. I grew up in England as well, and now I'm in Doha. I travel. I get around a little bit, and yeah, now I work at the airport in Doha for a car rental company, and yeah, and right now just enjoying life. I can't complain too much, Just going with the flow, seeing how everything goes. Yeah.
I like your accent.
Thank you. I've gotten that a couple of times now.
It is like normally we normally get different jokes. Guys coming from Uganda, that it's always that social media beef from between Uganda and Kenya.
Right.
So Kenyans are very proud that they know good English
Right.
compared to Ugandans. So they normally say that, how do you pronounce water?
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that was going to come.
How do you pronounce
I would say water. I personally would say water. That's what I would say.
Yes.
A bottle of water, like that.
About
But
what?
About
what?
go on.
How do you say?
Let's go, do it.
A bottle of what? Wow.
A bottle
Yes.
of water.
Of what?
But if I want to be like super formal and I'm speaking slow, then I probably will say a bottle of water. But that's just it's almost foreign, it's alien, because in my part of England, which is Manchester, we don't pronounce the T's that much.
Oh.
Whereas if you go to London, they will probably pronounce the T's, so bottle of water, you know what I mean? Whereas in Manchester up north, yeah, we're not doing that. Bottle of water, and that's it. You know what I mean? Khalas. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's very funny that Kenyans normally say that, Ugandans pronounce water as water.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a pleasure having you, bro.
Thank you.
And
Pleasure is all mine.
actually, I like interacting with different people, meeting them, as like talking with them. It's something that is beautiful. When you look at our contemporary society today, people are very busy, unlike those who lived before us. Because those who lived before us had a lot of time. They used to sit together, gather as communities, and have different social works, which we no longer have right now. It is not by choice, but it is because of how far the world has changed. These days, we wake up every day having a schedule. You go to work, you come back, and you have a weekly schedule. So we normally don't get time like this. But having you here, it's a pleasure for me.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Pleasure's all mine.
Emmanuel, when you hear the words heal the world, what comes into your mind?
A great question. For me, the first thing that just popped up in my head was togetherness. Being able to, like we are right now, sitting down even before, sitting down and having a conversation. At the end of the day, because we're all different and all have different personalities, we're not always going to agree on everything. But that's the beauty of it. We don't have to agree. It's the fact that we can agree to disagree and still move on together and, you know what I'm saying, go play football or have another conversation and still be cordial with each other, you know? That's how I see it anyway. At least that's the start of it. To sit down and have a conversation and go from there. Understand each other, understand our differences, understand our similarities, no matter how small they may be, and go from there.
Wow, togetherness.
Yeah.
When you look at our contemporary societies, people are really divided, and this division has been caused by many things. Our differences in religion, skin color, and political affiliations that have really divided us. Emmanuel, just imagine if the world had paused right now to listen to you. What would you say?
Oof. If the world paused right now to listen to me, I'd probably tell people to relax. I'll do it my way. I'll just be like, I don't need to do the long speech. I'll just be like, everyone just needs to relax. Relax. And just relax. That's it. I wouldn't even say too much. Just relax. And then, you know what I mean? Relax and take some time. Maybe take some time off your phone. Because a lot of the times, as much as I love social media-ish, and as much as I love, you know, the fact that we're in this digital age and whatnot, at the same time, maybe put it away and have a conversation, you know? Go to your neighbor. Because, for example, I remember when I was growing up, I used to be able to go to my neighbor all the time for anything, for everything. I don't feel like as I've gone older, I don't feel like I could do that anymore. You know, I can't go to my neighbor and be like, you know, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that anymore. Whereas before I could do that without even thinking about it. So I feel like put away the phones. The phones cause a lot of division because of what we see on there, and just relax and just chill. Yeah.
So what you tell to the world is relax.
Relax.
You know, right now I'm reading the book that is written by Tolly. It's The Power of Now.
Right.
When you read this book, you get to understand that we as human, we get lost in two places. The first place is the past. In the past, we keep regretting of things that we failed to do, wondering of how better we would have done things. Yet, we do not have control over the past because it is past. The second place is the future, where we normally get stressed of the promotion we want, the things we want to achieve, the family we want to build, and this makes us not have to enjoy today to the fullest. Yet it is only today that we have guarantee of, because we do not know what may befall us tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want you to ask you, what is that one thing that people or humans do that keeps you laughing all the time, or that makes you laugh?
What other people do?
Yes, what people do, that's something that you can imagine, like someone does something and it just makes you laugh.
Fair enough. I'd say the most recent thing that I can think of that people do, and admittedly, it's on social media, but it's maybe the best way I can see from someone who's across the world, is natural human reactions. Natural, wholesome human reactions. And what I mean by that is, for example, and I've got a couple of different examples. So, first example in terms of laughter would be, you know, I don't know if you've seen this, but on social media, there'd be a camera and it's looking onto a street, and there'd be a guy in a bush, and he's just chilling there, right? He looks like a bush. And as people are walking past, he'd scare them. And
yes, I've seen that.
Right. So for me, I could watch that all day, and it cracks me up just because of the natural human emotion that's there. You can't fake that.
Yeah.
That's real, right? So that's number one. That would make me laugh. Now, another thing would be there are these videos, and sometimes it's a bit cliche, but like pets. Sometimes these dog videos or these cat videos. I don't look for it, but if it pops up, like they do some cute stuff. Hey, I'm a human, bro. Like, if it's cute, isn't it? Like it's cool, and then you just start smiling naturally. Or if I see good deeds being done, not now. There's an argument between, okay, just because it's a good deed, if you're filming it, you're really doing it for the goodness of blah blah blah. There's a whole argument, but forget that. If I see, for example, the other day I seen a video. A white guy and the black guy were obviously they're doing social experiment. So the white guy would put a paper on the back of the black guy's back on a jacket, and the paper would say, I don't know, go back to your own country, or you monkey, or something like this, something racist, right? And then you'd see other people who are witnessing this, they don't do anything. But then when someone does do something, again, that's real because they don't know they're being filmed. So natural human emotions and natural human actions that are good. Like, I think that's something that I love to see. Yeah.
Actually, that's beautiful. Talking about that, I normally watch different, the videos that they make, and these are mostly famous on Facebook,
right,
and also on Instagram, where someone acts vulnerable.
Right.
For example, on the escalators, and someone acts as if they cannot walk.
Right. Yeah.
That beats my mind, and you happen to see many people passing by, not helping this blind person, and suddenly one person comes out to assist them.
Right.
It's something beautiful.
Yeah.
That I think we should adopt, because
100%.
someone really giving in this help to this person is something that is worthy appreciation. Be honest. Have you ever acted mature outside and inside you a bit childish?
Elaborate on that. What do you mean?
For example, I normally do it. I don't know if I'm disclosing a secret. So I have my little sister. She's my close friend. So sometimes I happen to be a bit tough to her.
Right.
But then inside me, I know I also did the same thing.
Right.
When I was growing up,
okay.
I have to act at this point to shape them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, using the exact same example, I've got 4 sisters. And even like my cousins that are boys, or even friends of all different ages, all my sisters are younger than me.
Yes.
But when I was a kid, let's just be honest, I was terrible, bro. In terms of being mischievous, I was terrible. And sometimes I can see the same signs in my sisters, and I'll be like, actually, I kind of support it. I can't be mad at you, bro. Like, you're cool. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. If you want to, let me not advocate for fighting, but if you want to go ahead because someone is saying something to you, go ahead. Do it. Do something. Once in a while, do it. Hey, I did it, so I can't judge you. However, I also know the negative consequences that come from this. So then, because I know the negative consequences that come from this, it's better for me to be like, look, just stop that. Just don't do that again. Even though in my heart, I can't judge you because I've done the same thing, but I want the best for you, and I want you to have the best outcome. So just, and then coach them on that, and then they go from there. Yeah.
Yes, so Emmanuel, what is the difference between confidence and pride?
It's a fine line, very, very thin line. I think confidence, number one, is earned. And I think it comes with competence. Like, you've been doing this for 3 years. You've had people across from you, and you can tell because of how you're speaking to me. Now, eye contact, and that's competence. So because of that, it exudes confidence. For myself, for example, I can be a bit loud sometimes, or I can talk a lot, or I can talk to you, but I won't have an issue with it because, again, I've done it again and again and again and again. I used to be a shy boy, by the way. I was a very, very, very shy person, But because I kept repeating, talking to random people, it became confidence. Pride, on the other hand, now when you've crossed that line, I don't know, it's almost like you're pretending, but you're doing it wrong. You know, sometimes you have to pretend to be something that you're not. But I think when you are prideful, it's over the top. People can overdone. People see the pretense very quickly, and that's a very quick way to lose people, friends, connections, anything like that. That's I would say that's the difference. I'd say confidence is earned, and it's matched with competence. Pride, it's just pretend, overdone, and you think you're the guy, but
in real sense, you may not be.
People who know how to read the room, they can be able to still spot you. Yeah.
Okay, so I hope we are learning something. You know, there's one bad thing about pride. There's a proverb that says, "Pride comes before a fall." You know, so for the pride, like I've met different people who are a bit proud. You know, it is like some people don't differentiate between confidence and so they elevate to that extreme. Like, because I think confidence may be 100%, and when you go to 150%, then you happen to be more pretentious in how people see you. Leaving that aside, coming to our topic, healing the world. Which would you think love in our contemporary society plays a role in changing the people's perspective towards each other?
So just before you answer that question, just before I answer that question, I want to touch back on the whole pride thing. I think, I could be wrong, but I think if I had rejected coming here, it would have been on this podcast. It would have been a pride thing. Because who am I to reject an opportunity when now I'm thinking I'm on that level? No, we're not. Like that's how I would have. That's why another reason why I would have been like, no, I'm gonna come because 101, we're meeting each other. That's number one. Number two, we're connecting, collaborating, all these things. If I had said no, then it's coming from a place from I'm this, I'm that, which is bogus, you know. So sorry, I had to get that off my chest. Carry on. Let's carry on.
Yes. So I was asking that, do you think love plays a big role in the way people see each other in our contemporary world?
I think so. I think love is always required, but maybe love can be different forms. Not necessarily love in the sense that maybe other people would think. I think love can be respect, because now when you respect someone, you maybe that you don't cross their boundaries. You respect their time or their conversation, or you know what I'm saying, certain things. So maybe not that love like, oh, I love you, but more, I think it can come in different forms, which I think comes in respect. But obviously, you know, you have to love another, like, you know what I'm saying, how you would treat someone how someone you'd want someone to treat you. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that I always go by. How I treat you is how you treat me is how, you know, it's just like that.
It should be corresponding.
It should be a two-way street. 100%. That's how I would see it. But at the same time, respect is there too. Yeah, that's how I would see it.
So, what keeps you motivated in the challenging world?
That's a question I ask myself, guys. That's a question I ask myself.
Yes.
What keeps me motivated? Guys, I'm lazy sometimes, man. I can't lie. I don't always want to go gym or do anything. I can't lie. Yeah, even making videos, I don't want to really always do that. It's just, so what keeps me motivated to do it? That's a great question. So, back in the day, I'd say a couple of years ago, I used to do YouTube myself. When I did YouTube for the first time, I think I hit some metrics that were really good. And when I hit those metrics with advertising or paid or whatever, in a very short amount of time, I think I had this thing in my head where I thought, oh, I've done it. I can do it. So let me leave it till tomorrow. So I wouldn't do it until tomorrow. But then the problem was tomorrow would come and I'd keep delaying it until I fell. I had a social media marketing agency. It was the same thing. I had some results. I thought I could do it. And I fell. There was, I sell online as well. I remember I sold my first product. I was like, yeah, I can do it. And I delay. And I fell. So every single time it was the same pattern. I'd get over the first hurdle that maybe people would struggle with the most. And then I believe in my head, I can do it and I can do it at any time. So I would stop. So then with, for example, TikTok, the videos, for example, I've said to myself, I can't quit. No matter what happens, just don't quit. Just don't do it. Because at the end of the day, the old me probably would have stopped by now. Just because maybe something went well. So now I think my motivation is the fact that I don't mess up again. I think that's what it is, that I don't quit again, because quitting is the worst thing you can do, man. It's the worst thing you can do. Obviously, there's a difference between quitting and
stepping back.
Yeah, there's a difference. Because if something's not working, then okay, bro, stop. Because transition to something else. But if it's maybe just because if there's a lack of consistency, lack of time in it, lack of learning, then that's you can't. Then don't quit.
So have to lay strategy.
Right. You have to, and be prepared. Be prepared. Yeah, be prepared. That's literally what I would say. So yeah, that's what would keep me motivated. Now, obviously, you got the other things like my family and but ultimately, if it's on me to do for my family as well, you know what I'm saying it's for me first. So that's why I'd say that's what keeps me motivated. Yeah.
Wow. Consistency. So Emmanuel, looking at last year was a beautiful year that we had for ourselves. I would say a beautiful year because despite the challenges that we had last year, the challenges cease to be big if we win them. So if we happen to walk like we win all those simple challenges, then they are no longer big.
Right.
Because we won and we are now in 2026, a new year. Which lesson did you learn from 2020? And where did you get that lesson?
The biggest lesson I've learned from 2025 would be that you can think your way out of anything.
You can think?
Yeah, your way out of anything.
Your way out of anything.
100%. Because there was a couple of setbacks that I had that came back to back. And it felt, and I had someone telling me, it seems like it's never ending for you. And that hit me. I was like, you know what? Yo, what's going on? I feel like I'm being picked on by life. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, everyone goes through that at some point, So when I was back to back, I had to just think, write stuff down. Writing things down solve half of the problem. So I would write it down and then just visualize almost myself winning. Whether that's, I don't know, for example, coming here. I came here without a job. And I just said, look, I'm going to come here, I'm going to make it happen. Yeah. Would I advise that to anyone, by the way? No. But it's what I did. And this is after a long stretch of back to back. And I thought myself out of it. I thought myself out of my situation at the time. And I was able to make it work. And that's all because of visualization and writing stuff down and just getting to it. That's what I would say. Yeah. That's it.
So your biggest lesson was to start. Like
I would say, like I said, I'd say that I've learned that I can think myself out of every and any situation, no matter what it is. That's what I've learned.
You just have to be a hero of yourself.
You have to, and remember, every hero starts weak. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, every hero starts weak. Don't know if you watch anime, but or whatever. Anyway, any hero thing you can think of, they start weak. You need help sometimes, and that's okay. But yeah, I would say, yeah, you can think yourself out of anything and start. Like you said, you have to start. You have to.
You know, we as youth, I just made 25.
Congrats.
This month. We as youth, we normally have different things that we really suffer from. And one of those is not believing in ourselves.
Right.
Sometimes we sit somewhere in the darkness thinking of what we can do to survive, thinking of how many things we have tried and they have failed, thinking of the people who really supporting their families where they come from, and they reach a point of wondering if their lives can ever change at any point. And at that point, they have no one to talk to. Which advice could you give to someone who is there watching and they no longer have hope in themselves right now?
So when it comes to these type of things,
Yes.
I'm not the nicest person. I'm not. I'm kind of harsh. I'll be honest.
Yes.
But that's because I've had to be harsh on myself. And I know all of you have heard this, but no one's coming to save you. Nobody. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to do it yourself. You have to. No one's going to believe in whatever you want to achieve. Nobody. Name anyone. Sometimes people say, yeah, your parents, your mom. Well, really? She wants the best for you, yes. But the thing that you're chasing, does she believe in that specific dream? Don't know. They want results. You know what I'm saying? They want results. That's the belief. Results breeds belief from other people. But the only way you do that is by believing in yourself. 100%.
The end justifies the means.
Exactly. So that's what I would say. I'd say nobody's coming to save you, man. Just get to it. Believe in yourself. Even if you don't, pretend. Even if you don't, just write down what you want, write down what your goals are, and read it every day. You don't have to believe it. Just read it every day, morning, nights, whatever time you have. Just read it, because at the end of the day, like I said, nobody is coming to save. And people are only willing to help you when you help yourself. That's facts.
They want to see something moving.
They want to see something moving before they even, because what's the point? People will feel that they're wasting their time. If someone needs help, if I don't see that they're not actively doing something to being proactive, I'm not going to help you. I'll be very honest. But when I see that you're being proactive, oh, bro, I'll come to you. You don't even need to ask me. I'll come to you.
I think you have something that you've started.
100%. Starting. See, that's important to start, because even like with the TikTok thing, for example, yes. I've met wonderful people who've done different things for me without me having to ask. It just happened. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Well, that's because nobody else believed in the thing. I just did it. I'm just doing it. Even if I don't believe in it, I'm just going to do it. Consistency. And somehow people, okay, this is how you found me, right? It's just like that. And that was also my plan. But anyway, let's not get into that. That's a whole different thing. Sorry, let's get
talking about that, sometimes we make random videos and we put them out there.
Mm-hmm.
We do not know who are watching.
100%.
But people are watching.
Yeah.
Sometimes we count how many likes we have.
Yeah.
Not looking at the bigger views that you have.
Right.
You may have like 1 million views and you only have 200 likes.
Right.
So those views, people are watching. We don't know where they are, and we do not know which impact this one video makes them, how it really draws down them in their hearts. Right.
And that's why also, sorry, just to touch on that as well, if you are doing the whole social media thing, don't even worry about the views. Because if you really think about it, if you have 1 view, that's 1 more person coming into a room. 10 views, that's probably filling up the room. 20 people, that's a party. You know what I mean? 30 people, 40 people, they're spending their time, which is not cheap, by the way. Time is the most expensive commodity, right? So they're spending their time, or most expensive currency, they're spending their time to watch you, even if it's 15 seconds. That 15 seconds will go into 15 seconds of more videos, of other videos, 10 other videos maybe that they'll watch at the same time. You can't take any views for granted. You cannot. It's just, you can't do that. Yeah, man.
That's very great. You know, from my side, my biggest lesson last year, 2025, it came with all my team here. So I happened to host a gentleman. He's David. When I hosted him, I normally ask different questions to people I host. So I asked him that, what is your biggest achievement? And this gentleman answered me that his biggest achievement is the fact that he was able to offer life to his mother for 2 years. So he told me his story that when he was completing high school, his mother falls sick. And when the mother falls sick at the age of 18, you know, in Africa, sometimes because of the too much protection of for the parents, we reach at the age of 18 when we never worked. Because you find someone like all the high school you're in boarding, and you're at school, you're focusing on books, and you don't have the time to see how the world looks like outside. So at the age of 18 years, he had to go down on the streets, look for a job that could get him money to pay his tuition, as well pay his mother's medication. Says he was able to pay the medication for his mother for 2 years. That was a bit an emotional scene, and with my team, we had to pause, then we had to record again. Yes, so that gave me a biggest lesson to me, how to cherish all the moments I get with those people that I dearly love. You know, these moments never come back.
True.
And these are the collection of things, experiences that we will remember after 30 years, after 50 years, sitting somewhere and remember how beautiful those moments were. And that is one thing I normally tell to the people I meet, that just enjoy the present. The same way I was saying about the power of now, because it is only the present that you have guarantee of. However, plan for the future.
Yeah.
Yes, because fine, we do not have guarantee for the future, but we are going to be in the future.
Yeah.
So we need to plan for the future, but not forgetting to cherish today. What is the hardest experience you have ever had? And how did that experience shape you into the Emmanuel we are seeing today?
The hardest experience.
The moment that you felt down.
What is the hardest experience? It's a great question. You know, okay, I'm not going to call it my hardest experience, but I will say it's probably the one that shaped me the most. So, after uni, actually, I dropped out of uni, but I was working, and I was working at McDonald's. Actually, I was in the back doing the
Price.
the meat. That's a crazy time, bro. Anyway, so I was doing all that, and I was thinking to myself at the time, at my age at that time, I can't remember how old I was, but I was thinking to myself, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? For real, what is it that I'm doing? I've left uni. I've stopped doing my business or whatever I was doing at the time. And I ended up here. Debt to people, to banks. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. So then now when money gets involved, you get stressed. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'd be in my apartment and I'd be just, I wouldn't say depressed, but I'd say, because I think depression is too loose of a word that people use now. We can get into that later. But I'd just say I was sad. And then I just felt like I was in a bad place. And then I thought to myself, okay, I have to make something happen now. And one day it's like, okay, man, you gotta make something happen now. You're gonna stay at Mackey's for a little bit, but it's like that taking taking one step backwards to go 2 steps forward. So I was at McDonald's for a little bit. I got a new job, and then I started like, yo, let me get my driver's license, because I have to pay for that. And driving in England is pretty expensive as well in terms of the license and stuff. So I focused months to get that, and it just made me lock in. Got the license, left my job at the time, went to a new place. And this is the thing about helping yourself, right? So one of my boys, he's like, yo, Manny, that's my nickname, sorry. He'd be like, yo, Manny, I'm working here. It's like a car rental place. I'm working here. Come, make sure you put in your license, make sure you get your license. Sorry, let me not talk slang. Let me not do that. He's like, yo, make sure you got your license and blah, 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 blah. I was like, you know what? Say no more. Let's make it happen. So that's when I got my license. I moved to another job. And then as I was working in this technical store, I was like, yo, Enoch, that's his name. I was like, yo, Enoch, I'm ready. Let's do this. He's like, okay, boom, boom. So he got me an interview. And then when I got the interview, they were like, you need a degree to work here. I was like, oh, okay. Say no more. I started talking. Yes. I gave them the Manny charisma. Yes. So then I was just chatting. And by the end of it, they all liked me. I was like, they just told me, yeah, we're hiring you. And I was like, okay. So then from then, I was able to get a new apartment. I was able to drive cars and whatnot. And it was like, oh, this is, yeah. I was able to get out of that situation, but that's just because I had to just change my mindset, lock in. And I'd say that shaped me to who I am now. I've been through hard moments, but they haven't shaped me the way I've been shaped now. That did 100%. And that's, again, when I learned that people will only help you when you help yourself. Because if I didn't help myself, I can promise you that wouldn't have happened.
The same thing it is like when you have a skill and you do not show the public the skill you have, you equal to the person who doesn't have that skill.
100%.
Because how will they know you?
How will they know? 100%.
How will they know that you're a great singer?
Yeah.
So I think singing is one of the talents that I've hidden, and I want them to be hidden forever. I'm a bathroom singer. Yeah.
I hear it.
I want it to be hidden forever.
Same.
Have you seen some of the videos that people say that, okay, I tried singing to see if I could quit my job? Yeah, you've seen such.
I've not, I've not. But I can imagine what it looks like.
So someone put the radio on his My Heart Will Go. So he was like trying to sing it to see if he has a good voice that could allow him to quit the job he's doing, and he goes to music.
Right.
And finally he realized he couldn't. So he just got his bag to go to work.
And listen, hey, at least that's not quitting, that's just realizing, okay, maybe it's not for me. Yeah. Now that's pretty cool.
Yes. So what message do you have for healing the world? When you see right now that the world is filled with hate, there's a lot of hypocrisy. Look at religious hypocrisy, political hypocrisy, and family hypocrisy. Right now, people no longer sit with each other because of all these differences. So, which message would you give in regards of the hate that is building up in our contemporary world?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would. Okay. I would say that people shouldn't give into. I can't remember the word. It's a word in psychology, but people shouldn't give into peer pressure. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. So, in England, for example, you got these people. They called the English Defence League, and as you can imagine, they're all white people, and they're coming together and they're trying to kick everyone out, kick the immigrants out, something like this, right? The problem is that when you interview each individual person, you then start to see what their real problem is. So their real problem might not even be what the main guy is marching for. It's just what your issue is really tiny. So then what I would say is, don't be part of the herd, Educate yourself, number one. Educate yourself about the issue that you have, and then go about it the right way. That's what I would say. Everyone will have their problems. I don't think you can eradicate that from the world. I don't think you should. I don't think you should. Yeah. I think everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and everyone has the right to act accordingly. If you want to complain, that's fine. No problem. All I'm saying is, for people who maybe, and I hate to say it, but sheep mentality, if 100 people are marching, 200 will join just because maybe you look similar, or, you know what I'm saying? You don't really know why you're marching. You're just doing it. You're just following the crowd. If people stop doing that, I think like a lot of things would be a lot easier. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what I would say.
And it is such stressing to see how really the world has turned into a place of hate.
Mm-hmm.
It is really sad that you don't see where the hate comes from. Because, as you said, relax.
Yeah.
I think people should relax.
Yeah.
And let things be.
Yeah.
Because when you relax, then you see things in a relaxed way.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, who is your source of motivation?
Now, so this is what I said in my interview when I got that job.
Yes.
It was myself in 10 years. That was my motivation, because the guy who I pictured and painted in my head was sick. I'm talking about strong, bro. The guy was smart. The guy was like, I was like, oh, that's me in 10 years? That's crazy. Let me, let me chase after that. So I would say that would be my main motivation. But of course, my family, like, I love them dearly. So, and the fact that I'm away from home has really magnified that, because if I had it my way and I could do whatever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to, I would be with them maybe every month, as much as I could be. So if I was back home, maybe I'd go to them every week if I can. But now, if I'm flying, if I had the resources, I'd be going back every single time. There'd be no reason for me to miss them. You know what I'm saying? So that they're also a motivation of mine. My mom, my sisters, my dad, my friends, even. So that's what I would say is my main source of motivation. Yeah, myself in 10 years and my family.
Yourself in 10 years and your family. Thank you so much, Emmanuel.
No, thank you.
It is such a pleasure having you with me. And I hope those that are viewing us are learning, like they're just getting something from this show. I personally am learning different things from you. I think you're someone who you reflect on what you do. Mentioning that yourself in 10 years is such a motivation to you, and you saw how sick you were, and you anticipated for a better change.
Yeah.
It's something that is very adorable and very great to listen to. You've been in this beautiful country for 1 year plus. Which place could you recommend for a coffee?
Oh, I've not been to a coffee. I've never done it.
Oh, really?
In fact, I don't drink coffee. I've never drank coffee in my life.
Maybe green tea.
Never drank green tea. I've had the carrot though. 2 times. I've had like 2 carrots, but I actually can't think of any. Like, there's one place in Lusail, Almaha Island, that do carrots, and it's like they have like an outdoor bit.
Open outdoor.
No, I don't know what it's called. It's like they got the inside and they have the outside bit where you can sit, but it's just like they do carrots and it's like a normal cafe. But I've only been there one time, and I can't remember the name. Because I don't do coffee stuff. I really don't.
You don't do coffee
at all.
You don't drink tea.
I drink tea, but English breakfast tea.
Oh,
Shout out to you if you know.
get
You know what I'm
it.
saying? English breakfast tea. You know. I met one friend
Yes.
who lives in my building, and he is a big exporter of green tea. So he said, I'm going to bring you back some proper green tea when he comes back in like a couple of weeks. And I said, okay, well, I think my green tea drinking journey will start whenever he comes back.
Green tea.
Yeah.
Very nice. Green tea with some lemon.
Right.
It's what I take in the morning.
You think?
I do.
Okay.
I normally take it in the morning.
Okay. That's what...
It keeps me sober.
Yeah, fair enough.
It has a lot of benefits, health-wise as well.
Okay. Oh, that's good. No, I'll definitely need to try it because I think I'm missing out. People are like, oh, why don't you drink coffee? But there's a lot of things I haven't done, you know?
Yes.
So it's one of those things.
What's your best sport?
So there's phases. So before, like back in the day, I would play football, ice skating, I did a bit of horse riding, swimming, judo. So then that phase died. Then it came to basketball. Basketball, I played in university, I played in college, I played in secondary school, and then boxing as well. And I'd say, and paddle. Now I'm getting into paddle as well. Paddle is now, I'm part of the paddle gang. So right now in this phase in my life is paddle, basketball, and boxing. Yeah, man. So that's where I actually came from now. It was boxing training. Yeah.
Tell me about the discipline for gym. We normally they were laughing at me because I went to gym one time and I had to take sick leave for 2 days.
Damn.
I think I did more than I should.
Really?
First day.
Damn, 2 days?
Yeah.
Well, what did you do?
Because I was trying everything.
Oh, right.
Like a tourist in the gym.
Okay.
So I took sick leave for 2 days.
Your muscles must have been sore, bro. Your muscles must have been sore.
Fatigue.
Right.
Because I've seen gym needs a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
It is not besides the consistency. There should be a discipline
right.
You have for yourself to be consistent.
Right.
Your boxing, what motivates you? What motivates you to do boxing?
Okay,
and
that's fair.
Best?
Who's my best?
Mm-hmm.
As in my
international boxer.
Like my favorite boxer?
Favorite, yeah.
So, first question. What's motivated me to box is that I've actually I wished I'd been boxing from a child because you get that fundamentals then and it just becomes second nature to you, right? But now I think it's important, gym, martial arts in general, it's important to be able to defend yourself because people are crazy out here. Yes. Now, Qatar, not so much. Yes, it's a safe country, but that's the problem. No, I mean so for real. That's the problem. Yeah. Nobody's going to test you here. Okay. Nobody's going to test you here. So my thing is this, you're not always going to be in Qatar. You might travel, you might leave, you might do this. So now let's say you go to a country like England. Bro, I promise you, there could be one time you're walking on the street and some guy who's off his head on drugs, he'll look at you. You might look at him the wrong way, not with intent, but he will take it that way because he's not thinking straight, and he'll come to you.
He may think you're intimidating them.
Right. So now, what do you do? If he comes to you and he's charging at you, what can you do to protect yourself? Now, more importantly, I have 4 sisters. There is no way on God's green earth I can allow any of their weird boyfriends to come and test. No, it can't happen. I have to make sure I'm the strongest, right? So that's that. And also, like, imagine you're walking outside with your family. Now, these are things that might not happen, but again, to be prepared for the future is important, right? So now, let's say you're walking with your family, and someone does something. Like, you need to be able to be cautious and be aware and act on it if you have to, which is always a last resort, by the way. But if you have to, can you do it? That's the thing. A lot of the reason why people go gym and lift weights is so they can deter people from doing anything in the first place. But then, for example, if you have a slimmer build and you know how to maybe defend yourself, well, then if someone tries it, that's no problem. You can at least, you have now the confidence because you're competent at fighting. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But again, I'm not doing it. It's also for fitness, you know, fitness and just for longevity because of the stretching and the mobility and, you know, different things. But gym has always been something that I try to be consistent at. I'm not always consistent, 100% no. I've not been gymming like 2 weeks now. It's bad. It's bad. Man, I'm losing on muscle, bro. I'm looking, yeah. So but yeah, those two things. Like gym more actually is super important to me. Super important. It's just, I think we should just all do it if we can, and if we can't, do some push-ups, some squats.
Just randomly.
Yeah, do something.
Yes.
Do something, because I think you'll thank yourself as well in the future. Because you know what? Actually, let me tell you this. Let me ask you this: when you were sore and you had the muscle fatigue and you had to take sick leave, how did that feel?
Oh my! When I had the fatigue, it was a lot. Like I had a lot of pain.
Right.
I couldn't lift my.
You couldn't lift your leg.
Yes.
Right. Perfect.
Yes.
Now imagine you're older. Imagine you're older, right?
Yes.
And you have all that pain. And I think the longer you go gym and you've been through these things, you develop your bone mass, your muscles and stuff. I think you can prolong certain things from happening, or even make it preventative. That I remember the other day, I felt super sore on my legs, and I was like, this must be how elderly people feel. And I was like, I do not want this, so I'm gonna keep going to gym, gonna keep training. Hopefully, it prevents if you do it the right way, because you can train for longevity, and hopefully, because there's 80-year-olds, there's 90-year-olds, there's people who are older than that who are talking fine, walking fine. You don't have to be in a wheelchair. I don't know how you get there, but at the same time, if I've seen people who are older who are still walking and still do
a lot of they are very, very, very,
energetic, active. There was I think it was like a week ago, there was an 80-year-old woman who did a whole marathon. No, she did the Ironman. You know the Ironman where you have to swim, cycle, and run. She did all of it. She's 80. I'm like, come on, we have got no excuse when we're young and energetic. We can do it. We have no excuse. So I'm like, it starts now. Because guaranteed we'll regret it in the future. Guaranteed. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for working with us from when we started till now, that we having a bit of a chat about the gym.
Sure.
I think I should start. I should start.
If I don't see any more muscle on you next time, I know you haven't done it.
I should start. I'm going to start. So thank you so much for viewing, for watching, and for always being there, waiting for the Sit Down with Georgie. It has been a very great experience with you.
Thank you.
And we hope the viewers have learned something. Mostly, my message to all of you is the kindness, the peace, the happiness, the love that you want to see others have starts with you. Because kindness starts with me. Then when I show kindness, I will get back kindness in return. When you show love, you get the love back in return. So, and also think about if the pain ends with you. You know, people like a lot of revenge, which is something that, sometimes you feel like, I should do something. But sometimes I feel like there's certain things that should end with you. For the peace, the things that should end with you. You wanted to say something?
I actually agree.
Yes.
I think every conflict should probably end with you, because you can control it if it's on your side. However,
yes,
this is a learned thing. I don't think you innately do it. I think innately we want revenge. Innately, like if you do something to me and we're kids, innately I want to get you back.
Obviously, when we're kids,
right?
We don't reason.
But then if you don't, let's say you don't learn to control that. Yes. Now let's say we're 18 and we're in our older years, teenage years or young adult years, and you do something to me, I'm gonna want to get you back. So then, and this is what you see a lot now actually on the street as well. people stabbing each other, people shooting each other. That's because of they can't control it. It's the continued feud. Do you know what I mean? So I agree. It should end with you. But I just think it's a more of a learned thing because again,
something you should like teach yourself to.
You have to.
And control your anger, control emotion.
You have to, yeah. But I think also you should learn to learn from other people, from their mistakes. Because again, you see the consequences every single time. Because someone's gone to jail, someone's dead. Now their family can't be taken care of, blah, 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 blah. So you see that all the time. Those are the negative consequences of your actions. So now, yeah, you're right. It should end with you. But I think just more people need to learn that because they don't. Yeah, man.
I like music a lot.
Okay.
And I listen to music sometimes when I'm writing something. And the reason of this show came from the song I listened to, which is Healing the World. Healing the World to make it a better place. What is your motivational song? We always have that song that you listen to when you are serious.
Yeah.
And there are songs we listen to when we are like,
yeah,
like in our leisure time and so on. But when you are serious, seeking for some bit of a motivation, which song is that?
It really depends on what I'm doing. So, for example, if I'm in the gym, boxing, for example, and then you're moving, I like to listen to house music. If I'm in doing weights, I actually don't like to listen to any music. But if I do listen to music, then I'll listen to like, it's gonna sound crazy. Like like a choir, but it's like deep, like battle chants, like you're going into war. I don't really know how to describe it actually, but it's like a choir, yeah. And it's deep voices. It's like Viking music, like yeah, like so it
is that the flow of their like vocal raises and downs.
Yeah, but don't really know how to describe it. But either way, it's like a chant of war. We're going into war, and then I'll listen to that if I really need it. And then if I'm just like driving and I'm thinking about better life or making money or something like this, I'll listen to a rapper called Larry June, because he's one of the only rappers I've ever listened to that speaks about like eating healthy, going gym, doing hikes, riding bikes, driving a nice car, having a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the typical rappers, they would rap about maybe negative things actually. Whereas this was just purely positive. So I like that. So then I'll listen to that and I'll get into the groove. I'm like, yeah, let's get it done, man. Yeah.
When my last question, when we are growing up, we normally get that talent that we really think it is for talent, but never isn't. Mine was singing. Good thing I learned fast. I realized fast that this is not mine.
Right.
What is that for you when you were growing up?
That I didn't read. That I realized.
Yeah, like maybe something like a talent that you thought could be part of you, or that you liked so much and you tried but never did happen to be yours.
Well, I wouldn't say it didn't happen to be mine. I would say maybe I didn't chase it. Like you said, if no one can see, then you're as good as the person who can't do it, right? So then, for me, it was like acting. Yeah. So acting, like I would be acting with my friend all day. When I was back in England, I'd be acting with my friend, and we'd be making like different sort of scenarios, and we'd have a whole like script. It'd be crazy. And I thought, you know what, I can do that. But then it never went anywhere. At the time, I also liked singing as well, because Michael Jackson is my favorite artist of all time. So then, but I quickly realized that maybe I should just be quiet. Maybe I should just talk. You know what I mean?
Maybe dancing like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I thought, you know what, stick to the choreography. Let me not stick to the singing bit. Let me leave that for him. So I like that a lot. But I'd say acting was the main thing. Yeah. That was the main thing.
Acting is very beautiful. It's something I also liked so much. I think I never had a chance to act. Which person would you wish sing on this show?
Would I wish sing on this show? Oh, that's a great question. I don't really know that many people.
Among those you know.
Who would I wish sing on this person? Who would I? Which person would I wish seen on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, it could be anyone. Anybody?
Anybody whom you know?
Okay. Well,
Yes.
my friend, he owns the boxing gym that I go to. He's been through a lot of trials and tribulations, and he's a wise guy. I'd say he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. What's
Yeah.
his name?
His name is Wesley. Yes.
So, Wesley, I think my team will look for you.
Yeah, Wesley Pepworth. He's a
To have you sit with us for a coffee.
nah. He's a really really good guy. I mean, there's like a couple of other people I can mention as well, but you know, he's yeah, man, it's good. And that's the thing about coming here as well. Like meeting. One thing I will say about Qatar is that meeting the right people has been integral for me staying in the country. Because if I didn't know these people, I probably wouldn't have stayed. Because friendship is important.
It's very important.
It's important, you know. I don't really care about too much about the what you can do for me, what I can do for you type relationship. But genuine vibes, you know what I'm saying? Genuine relationships that you can cultivate and nurture, I like that. That's like.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful to have you.
No, thank you for having me.
When you see the picture, there is a flag. So that flag is for a beautiful country. I come from Uganda. And I know you have a list of those countries that you wish visiting.
Right.
I wish on your list you put Uganda as well.
Okay. I don't mind.
Beautiful country.
I recently added Kenya to my list. I'm going to Mozambique this year.
Mozambique.
Yeah.
Beautiful country.
Oh, yeah, I've heard. I'm going to Mozambique and South Africa as well. So I might be going to Nigeria this year as well. So hopefully, I'll add Uganda.
Some fufu.
Not even fufu. I want their suya. Listen, if anyone knows how to make suya, please let me know because I need that. But no, there's a lot to explore. Beautiful country to explore. I think a lot of places, especially in Africa, are very misunderstood, and that's because of what we see on our phones. So
what
the portrays and stuff like that. Yeah. So going to visit now. Don't get me wrong. Uganda has never really been on my has never really been on my list because I didn't really know about it. Whereas the first person, the first three people I met when I first came to Qatar was Ugandan, and I always liked him. So I probably should add it to my list.
You should.
But where would I go? Where is the best place for me to go?
To recommend you, Uganda is it's a bit of a small country that has good things. Do you know River Nile?
Yes.
So River Nile, we have the source of River Nile.
Wow.
It starts from Uganda, then it goes up to Egypt.
Yeah.
The longest river starts from our country. And there are beautiful things like if you enjoy safari, we have Queen Elizabeth National Park. It's the biggest in the country where you're going to see a lot of animals.
Wow.
The animals that you can only find in Africa.
Wow.
And maybe only in Uganda.
Right.
As well, if you enjoy gorilla trekking, we have a wind penetrable forest. In this forest, you're going to have to see the gorilla.
Wow.
Gorillas.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know Diplo, the DJ?
No.
He's an American DJ. He had his trip in Uganda, I think, last month, and he happened to as well do the gorilla trekking. It's beautiful.
Man.
When you go there, you're going to see many things. And also, talking about our culture, we have a diverse culture. 54 tribes in one small country.
Wow.
And those are 54 languages.
Yes.
But what brings us together is the English. We speak English. And Uganda is a country that has happy people.
Wow.
So the work
I can tell.
From the time you reach at the airport up to when you go to the hotel, up to when you depart the country. I think when you go to Uganda, you will want going there always. So I recommend you going to Uganda.
Yeah, but where in Uganda first?
In Uganda, I think I'll be more of I'll give you my side. Go to River Nile.
Okay.
Because at least you cannot go to Uganda and you don't visit the source of River Nile. Go there.
Right.
When you go there, you're going to see a lot of things. You're going to see a lot of traditional foods that you can only find in our country.
Fair enough.
Yeah, a lot of things. Eastern part of Uganda is Ginger. You'll see the source of River Nile and the beautiful people there, our traditional dances.
Nice.
Yes.
You guys get Ugandan as well? Yeah? Where would you guys recommend for me to go?
We have the second tallest mountain.
Nice.
Mountain range.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. Knockout.
Really? Have you guys done it?
Yes.
You've climbed it?
Yeah.
Amazing. What about you?
The beach.
Oh, fair. Fair enough, bro. Keep it simple. Fair enough. No, I can't.
Actually, in Victoria, we have that lake that is being shared by all the East African countries. But it's shared by Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. Yeah, it's great. If you go there, it will be worth it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Emmanuel.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
No.
Pleasure having you.
Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you so much, our viewers. Have a great time. Let's meet again.